Oh, okay.
You can get the command off.
Yep, I got it.
We're really lucky to have 5 people that have roots in the community that's allowing us to stay together as long as we have. That's a huge part of ongoing success, because achieving these goals, step 1 is, okay, we got to keep the band together until it happens, you know.
Come on in. Yeah. How's it going, man? Welcome.
It's a typical weekday night in the Dallas suburbs, where 5 people have gathered to turn a quiet street into a noisy neighborhood. But this group doesn't look quite like your typical garage band. For one, they've graduated to the living room, and their ages and backgrounds are as eclectic as the music they play.
How do you describe yourselves if somebody asks? I mean, you're not exactly just traditional Irish folk band. What are you?
We've kind of gravitated toward eclectic Celtic.
Eclectic Celtic.
Say that 5 times fast.
Just a mix of different things that's centered around the Celtic genre for the most part. Mainly, a lot of it has to do with the instrumentation that we have, which is the sound that you hear, but we'll put in some jazz or bluegrass or
Belly dancing.
Classic rock.
Reggae.
In other words, what eclectic Celtic translates to is we're going to start with this, and then we're going to do anything we feel like.
That's pretty much it.
On average, we play 25 to 30 different instruments.
Between the 5 of you?
Yeah, I mean, if you come to see us, over the course of the evening, we'll play 25 to 30 different instruments.
When you think about it, who we are as a band, we all come from different traditions. Every single one of us. Paul comes from a more like classic rock and even a little bit of bluegrass in there. Yeah. I come from bluegrass and Celtic, but a lot more like country bluegrass fiddling. I mean, Ian's a classical vocalist.
David, Kat, Ian, Paul, and Rick are better known around Richardson as the folk, rock, jazz, blues, Celtic combo, SKYLAND. And as soon as that's a category in the Grammys, well, you can bet they'll be at the top of the chart. From IT guys and church musicians to a competition fiddle player, everyone's life took a different path to get here. Their songs and their members seem to be an unlikely pairing at first, but it's all connected through a shared love of music.
A lot of people ask you, how can you stand on stage and play in front of all these people without getting nervous? Well, we're hiding behind our instruments, literally.
100%.
We are. I mean, you're connected to this thing.
We can still see you.
No.
Oh, soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
We all play professional, but I do classical and rock and jazz and polka bands and everything, but Irish music and all Celtic music just has this joy to it that is unmatchable anywhere.
The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow.
When you play an Irish jig or something for some people, it just lights them up and that lights you up.
One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
For me, performing a song, especially a song that has text or has lyrics to it, to be able to tell the story of that and to convey that to people is very meaningful. There's certain songs that we do, that resonate with me. There's even pub songs that we've played that resonate with me that I've sang for many years. But singing and playing, I think it fuels me.
She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow.
From soulful to silly, the members of SKYLAND have fun because they have feeling.
That's part of it. If you have a powerful story to tell And you know, if you ask me the right question, my voice is going to break if I have something to say. But as a trained musician, I can fully express myself emotionally. And I'm not gonna, my voice isn't gonna break, usually because I'm playing an instrument and not singing. I can take the things I've worked on, the talents and the skills that I've built up, and make that connection in a powerful way. And as I'm kind of an introvert otherwise, but I can step out of myself and perform.
What does that feel like?
I wanna feel like when I used to be with you. I want that awesome, unmistakable high.
It's the most pure emotional connection you can think of. I don't know if I can describe it. I could play it for you. I can't use the words.
I think it's very freeing stepping on stage and getting to make that connection because it doesn't feel like work. It feels so natural, and I think that's why it's hard to put into words, because it just happens and it's beautiful.
Music is prayer. That your soul is able to speak.
SKYLAND gigs at bars, festivals, and events all over the DFW area, but they continue to evolve their sound and their aspirations. They recently cut their first album, and they have their sights set on symphony halls and a touring show. Will they be the next big thing? Well, who's to say? But it doesn't really matter, because for these 5 artists, finding out where they belong was the biggest thing of all.
I've played in lots and lots of bands, lots of groups. I have never been surrounded by this kind of talent. And I feel like the lowest common denominator here.
I've been in many bands throughout my life. Bluegrass bands, Celtic rock bands. This band feels like home. And I'm gonna cry now, okay?
Why do you say that? It feels like home.
Because these are like my dad's, kind of, you know? Even when I'm sassy to them, they are actually some of the best musicians that I have ever played with, some of the most open and true and honest hearts that I have ever had the joy of collaborating with, and some of the most patient human beings.
We're inspired by what these other musicians can do. It's opportunity. It feels like, you know, we've done these cool things, but we're just getting started.